This image that I've loaded into GIMP is from a PGN file. Just coming into view is a partial screenshot of File Explorer, which shows me the PGN file and also its properties. Now, the properties are informing us that the size of the file is 1.33 megabytes, and here we can see that the type of the file is PNG. Before I move on, I'd like to draw your attention to this area where you can see the resolution of the image we're looking at is 1280 by 720. Now, I wish to keep this resolution, but at the same time, I wish to reduce the file size from its current 1.33 megabytes. Now, I'm going to do this by saving the image as a JPEG. So you come here to File, click on it, and then go down here to where it says Export As. And then you are presented with this dialog box. And you'll note here that it says liverpool.png, and that's the name of the file that I loaded into GIMP. But what I want to do now is to save it as a JPEG. So you come down here where it says select file type, and you scroll down until you see the JPEG extension, and you can see it is there. So you click onto that, and then you click here where it says export. You will then be presented with this dialog box, and I'd like to draw your attention to this option here, which is telling us what the quality of the image is to be, and you can see it is set at 90. Now I'm going to click here on to export, and the file has been exported as a JPEG. Now I'm going to export the file again, but this time I'm going to export it with a quality setting of 50, not 90. I will then save the image again, and on this occasion I'll set it with a quality of 10. I've done that. Now I'm going to have a look at the images side by side so we can compare what they look like. Now consider the images. What do you think? Which one of these is the PGM file? Which are the JPEGs? Which is the JPEG that has the lowest quality setting, the one that I set to 10? See if you can spot. It'll depend on the quality of your monitor to be able to spot them, and also whether you're looking at them on a mobile device or a desktop with a large screen. This is the PNG file. This is the JPEG where the quality was set to 90. This is the JPEG where the quality was set to 50. And this is the JPEG where the quality was set to 10. Now the file size of each of the images is coming into view now. If you consider the original PNG file, you can see its size is 1.33 megabytes. If we now turn our attention to this file, which is the lowest quality JPEG that I saved, you can see its file size is 46 kilobytes, which is significantly smaller than the 1.3 megabytes. This is a full screen view of the PNG file, and you should monitor its quality. Look at the sky here, for example. Look at this text where it says the pump house. If you look at Liverpool here, you can see its relatively sharp edges around the letters. Let's move on to look at the lowest quality JPEG file in its full screen mode. And you'll see that coming into view now. And look at the sky here. And can you see how it is pixelated? If you look here, can you see how this text looks blurred? And come up here to where it is Liverpool, and can you see all the noise that's been introduced, showing us that the edges of the letters are not as crisp as they were when we were looking at the original PNG file. However, you can still tell what the image is, and of course you would not normally be using it in its full screen mode. It would most probably be a small thumbnail somewhere on a website. But what we have achieved by saving it as a JPEG with a lower quality is a big saving in file size. We went from 1.3 megabytes to just a few kilobytes, a big saving in file size. And the quality is okay-ish so long as we use this image for a small area of a screen, not full size as you can see it here. Just to be clear, we've had no effect on the resolution of the image. It's still identical to the original PNG file. What we have is saved it as a JPEG, which will compress the image, but it does so in a lossy way, which means it loses some of the detail. Hence, you see a lot of pixelization in the image. Of course, what we're looking at here is the worst quality JPEG. I set the quality at 10. And of course, if you remember, when it was set at 90, we still got a big saving in file size, and the quality of the image was much better than this. So you can save images as a JPEG, keep the same resolution as the PNG, and the quality of the image is almost the same as the PNG image.